Hey everyone, Shabby here, and welcome to the fifth and final night of our SWE Evolution pay-per-view. It's all going down tonight from Tampa, Florida. And of course, after tonight, the Evolution will begin. Enjoy. And here we go with our next match of the evening. Well, our first match of the evening, should I say. As the Broken Hardys will be defending their Mayhem Tag Team Championships against American Alpha in a Tag Team Extreme Rules. We're going to go Tornado. We're going to give it another try. Hopefully we can get a good match out of this. And here we go. Looking forward to this bad boy as well. Of course, the Broken Hardys been the champions now for quite a bit of time. Well, they debuted, obviously, after the first pay-per-view. They won the belts about 2 weeks in after their run, and it was all looking pretty good. They defended the belts against Edge and Christian at Shabby Mania, and now they get a chance to face off against American Alpha, who won this opportunity on Mayhem a couple of weeks ago. Now it's been a bit of a rough time for American Alpha, in fairness. They've not really hit the heights I expected them to in this universe mode. I expect them to really dominate the tag division, but things haven't necessarily gone well for them. They've not really won the matches that I thought they were going to win. So things have been tricky for them, but they got a chance here. They took the opportunity. They defeated... Who did they defeat? They defeated somebody to get this match. And now they have a chance to become Mayhem Tag Team Champions, which would be pretty great for PJ Toby. Because, of course, American Alpha won the first tag teams that he picked as well. Doodle-doo-doo, doodle-doo. And of course, here comes the champions, the Broken Hardys. Ew! I hope they do change the gimmick soon. I don't think they're going to, though, in all honesty, because I think that the TNA are still trying to sue every man and his dog. I saw a funny tweet actually from Rebby Sky a couple of days ago. Of course, Matt Hardy's wife. She said TNA can't afford to pay their staff. Can't afford to put on shows, but can afford to chase down and sue a pregnant woman. Which I thought just sums TNA up in general, doesn't it, really? Why? I can't understand what they expect to get out of this, to be honest with you. They're just being spiteful now because the Hardy Boys decided to leave them. TNA are trying to claim that they came up with a gimmick of the Broken Hardys, but the Hardys aren't even using that gimmick in WWE at the moment, so maybe they'll let everything sail over, then they'll maybe potentially do the gimmick then. I don't know, but we'll find out as time goes on. They go the World Tag Team Championships, or the Mayhem Tag Team Championships, let's say. American Alpha, Jason Jordan on your left, Chad Gable on your right. First chance they've got to go for gold in this universe mode, and can they make it a successful run? Of course, their mentor, Kurt Angle, part of this stable of 3 men. And not out with them at ringside, actually. A bit surprised by that. Mainly because I forgot to put them there, but, you know. I love the way I tried to sell it. I can't understand why Kurt Angle's not there. That's weird, isn't it? When really, we all know it's just the case that I forgot to do it. But there you go. And there are your champions, the Broken Hardys. Broken Matt Hardy and Brother Nero. Had these belts now for about 6 weeks. Defending them for the second time. And yeah, this is going to be Tornado. So I think this might end up better off for the Hardys, to be honest. I think American Alpha have got tag team wrestling down now. They're really, really good at working together and doing certain things. However, the Broken Hardys are maybe a little bit better off in chaos. I have a new message. I know who that's from. It's from PJ Toby. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting indeed from PJ Toby. Been discussing the evolution. The evolution is coming. The evolution is coming, and it will be coming in the next couple of days as well. So be sure to keep an eye out for that. It's going to be big. It's going to be very big. It's going to change the landscape of SWE. Oh my god. Broken Matt Hardy with a baseball bat right to the head of Jason Jordan. And this is what I was saying about the Hardys being a bit more comfortable with this sort of situation than what American Alpha would be. American Alpha much more technical based, mat wrestlers. And things break into an all-out brawl. I don't think they've had much of experience of that, to be honest with you. Jordan forcing Matt Hardy away. And a boot into the gut there by Jordan on Matt Hardy as well. Oh, as Chad Gable dropped Jeff Hardy there, I think face first on the ladder. Oh, Brevin Nero. Jordan bringing Matt Hardy back up. Matt with a boot into the gut and now clubbing blow against the back of Jason Jordan. Gable now sending Jeff into the ropes. Lovely drop kick by Gable as well. Gable bringing Jeff Hardy back up to a kneeling base. And now it is Gable and Jeff in the ring. Of course, this is Tag Team Extreme Rules Tornado. No countouts, no disqualifications, obviously. But pinfalls and submissions must take place inside the ring. As Jeff just kicking straight into the back of Chad Gable once again. Chad with the elbow in the gut of Jeff. They're taking Jeff down. And now Gable... Oh, he's got the arm and the leg of Jeff Hardy hooked there. As Matt taking Jordan down on the outside. And Jeff manages to roll free from that submission. I don't think it was a submission where he was ever going to be forced to tap out of, but it's not a very comfortable position to be in either. Clothesline there by Chad Gable on Jeff Hardy as Jason Jordan still taking Matt Hardy out on the outside. I'll tell you what, it's a singles match here at the moment between Gable and Jeff. If one of these two can win this singles match in the middle of the ring, then they'll walk out of here with the championship. Butterfly suplex into the armbar there by Chad Gable, locking it into Jeff Hardy. The screen is vibrating everywhere and giving me a headache. And no, Jeff manages to roll through on the armbar. I'm not quite sure if that's Chad Gable's finishing maneuver, you know. I'm not 100% sure what the finishing maneuvers are as singles, because normally we've seen in a normal tag team match and they always seem to hit their tag team finisher. Jeff now with a pin on Gable. Only a 1 count. As Jordan continues to assault Broken Matt Hardy on the outside. It'd be better for us if they stayed in the... Oh, they're going to come in. It's a shame. These matches always work better when there's one pair in the ring and one pair outside the ring. But now there is. Jeff and Gable are on the outside as Matt is now on the inside with Jordan. Matt with a side effect on Jordan. Matt just hit Jordan with a side effect and now Jeff Hardy has a... This reversal system with the weapons just does not work either, does it? Because they just keep taking the weapon back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And Matt now lining Jordan up. If Jeff can take Gable out, then Matt could have this one in the middle of the ring. Locks it in. There we go. There is the twist of fate by Broken Matt Hardy. There's the pin. Gable can't see it because he's got the table in front of his face. And there we go. The Broken Hardys keep the belts. The Broken Hardys keep the Tag Team Championships. And interesting match, to say the least. Ooh, dropping my pen. Broken Hardys. Yeah, very interesting match, and it was a good match as well, actually. Again, not the longest match. We've had that quite a few times this week. Not the longest matches, but the match was quite effective. And there we go. The Broken Hardys for the second time defend their championship successfully. This time against American Alpha. And like I said, champions are going to be pretty much immune from the evolution of SWE. So the Broken Hardys can be quite happy that life is not going to change too much for them. I own a trophy called Vampire Night. I don't know what that is, to be honest with you, but there you go, I got it. Don't know what I did there, but it seemed to have worked. Maybe successfully retained championships in an open air arena at night time? I've got no idea. And here we go then, straight into another championship match as Alexa Bliss defends her Throwdown Women's Championship against Becky Lynch. And here we go. I'm looking forward to this one. I am a big friend of I am a big fan of Miss Alexa Bliss, as some of you may know. In my opinion, she's the best lady WWE currently have. She is the all-round package, and I don't want to say too much without letting on to details of the evolution, to be truthful, but I'm happy. No matter who wins this match, I'm happy, but to say I'm a massive Alexa Bliss fan, and I would like to see her hold on to the belt. Of course, she's had it for a while now, didn't she? When did Alexa Bliss get this belt? I don't think I've gone that. No, I've started doing the championship rankings. Not the championship rankings, so the championship history. So keep an eye out for that. Like I said, as of the next episode after this one, there will be new links in the description below to a new blogger page where we'll be keeping track of all the champions, all the history of the championships, just so we can remember what happened. Basically, because it's going to end up getting a bit too confusing for us all, I think. Especially for me, anyway. Here she is. 5 Feet of Fury. Alexa Bliss. I don't know why I did that stupid voice, but I wish I could take it back, but I can't now. It has happened. So I got that there, and then that's all I've done. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. So I'm just trying to sort things out in my head at the same time as doing this. I shouldn't really be trying to organise things in my head at the same time, but there you go. It happens, buddy. Poo happens. How many of that have I got? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Sorry, I do apologise for that. I'm just counting away. Like I say, I'm running a very, very tight schedule at the moment, so I'm having to get everything done. I'm not necessarily recording things in order as well, which is confusing me even more. But it does mean that we are going to get a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff down in a short period of time. And that's what it's for, the Women's World Championship, or the Throwdown Championship, basically. Alexa Bliss, 5 Feet of Fury, defends against Becky Lynch, and we are underway. So yeah, I think we've had a... Now, I think, did Alexa win the belt at Shabby Mania? I don't think she had the belt before then, did she? No, because Jade had it at the first pay-per-view. Yeah, Jade won it on night 1, lost it at the first pay-per-view to Bayley, who then lost it at the second pay-per-view to Alexa Bliss. So far, nobody, or have they? I want to say that nobody successfully retained the Throwdown Women's Championship. I might be wrong on that, though. But I'm sure Alexa Bliss will be hoping to be the first lady to do that, as straight away, look, she's getting a bit cocky, backing away into a corner, and it's probably not the best idea, as Becky Lynch catches her now, sends her off the ropes into an arm drag. And Becky got to start working that arm. Of course, Becky likes to utilise the disarm her as a finishing manoeuvre, so doing damage to the arm is definitely a wise thing for Becky to do. Stamping on the gut of Alexa now as well, now bringing her back up to her feet. I've got to go to bed soon. I've got a busy day tomorrow, and I'm literally... It's midnight. I've got to be at the gym at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I've got to go into work for an hour before I go to the gym. So I'm going to struggle here, I think. I'm really going to struggle, but I need to get this episode finished tonight. I have to. Because I can't... There's no... Because of what's happening tomorrow, I have to get this episode done tonight. Jawbreaker there by Alexa Bliss on Becky Lynch, now into a small package takedown. Stamping in the gut of Alexa Bliss now, of Becky Lynch to say, and wrenching back at the neck. And Alexa does have a certain amount of aggression that some of the other ladies don't have, but Becky catches her straight away into a Bexplex. Okay. Somebody randomly screaming outside my front window. And Becky now with the drop kick to the back of Alexa Bliss as well, bringing her back up to her feet. she's got planned as Alexa slides out the back. And now Becky slides at the back into a neck breaker. Becky again bringing Alexa back up to her feet, and again looking for a Bexplex, sending Alexa all the way across the ring. Now if Becky can lock in the disarmer, we could have a quick victory, a very quick victory. This match hasn't been going for barely any time whatsoever. There you go, there's the disarmer. She did do damage to that arm earlier on. Is Alexa going to tap, or... We've seen some very quick matches this week already. And wow. Really? We've seen some very quick matches this week already, and we've just seen another one. That's insane how quick these matches are going. Well, there you go. Becky Lynch is the brand new Throwdown Women's Champion. She's just defeated Alexa Bliss. So again, still nobody has successfully retained that championship. I'm sure Becky Lynch will be hoping to be the first one. Let me just write that down in my book so I know that she won. Becky Lynch. Wow. So 2 championship matches down this evening. One was successfully retained. The other is a brand new champion. We've got 2 massive matches coming up for you now. And then, of course, we've got our main event. Another big championship match as CM Punk defends against Brock Lesnar. But we have next Edge versus Shawn Michaels. And after that, Kenny Omega versus Shinsuke Nakamura. We've got an amazing card tonight. We really have. Enough blabbing. Let's get straight into it. Right, enough of the championship matches. How about a bit of a rivalry match that kicked in over the past few weeks? Shawn Michaels versus Edge. I have restrained it down to Shawn Michaels versus Edge. We were looking at a triple threat, weren't we? I've lost it. I've lost my track now. Were we? Yeah, we were, weren't we? Ah, well. I'll bring it back to Shawn Michaels versus Edge anyway. This was the original feud. The game bugged out and ended up screwing it around, didn't it? But this is the one that I wanted to see. So basically, Shawn Michaels was in the main event of Mayhem a few weeks back. Edge made a run-in and attacked Shawn Michaels after the match. It completely backfired, which ended up with Edge going for a spear, being launched up into the air instead and being caught by a sweet chin music. It was absolutely incredible to see. But now we're going to see the 2 guys inside the ring, one-on-one for the first time. And I think it's going to be special. I really, really do. I'm looking forward to this bad boy. I'm really looking forward to this. I do like Shawn Michaels, of course, currently part of the Mayhem roster. Yes. Alongside DX. Now, the evolution that is coming is going to... Well, I can give you a few more details now. Tonight is a lot. But we've only literally got 3 matches left until the evolution's coming. So I'm going to start being a bit more loose-lipped now towards the end of this episode. And I'll probably give you some big spoilers towards the end as well. But one thing that will happen in the evolution is that I think we're going to have less big stables, because there's no point in the big stables. Tag teams are fine because we have a tag team division, but the universe mode doesn't really allow any sort of use for stables. Now, I sort of hope that it's a bit more intelligent next year, and maybe when the game creates matches, it puts a few stablemates out there, or stablemates might come and interfere. Like I said, I don't want people to interfere solely because of feuds. If it comes to a point where Edge is a heel and he's struggling, and Christian comes out and helps him out, then great. Or what I would like to see is maybe a bit more intelligence with maybe, I don't know, maybe we could see a... Like with Bullet Club, for example, maybe Omega's struggling, Matt Jackson jumps up on the apron, distracts the referee, while Nick Jackson comes in and super kicks Shinsuke Nakamura, isn't it? Yeah. And that would be a really good way of just improving the universe mode a little bit more for 2K18. But we'll have to wait and see what happens, really. And on this day, I like this song. I really do like this song. I can't even hear it because I've got my TV on mute, so I'm obviously not in tune whatsoever. But there you go. So there we go, Shawn Michaels versus Edge, one-on-one. And when the evolution comes, see, we've not seen a lot of Shawn Michaels, we've not seen a lot of Edge, really. But when the evolution comes, there will be more opportunity for everybody. And with the ranking system that's going to be in place as well, it's going to mean we are actually going to start to reward people who do have a good run of form, and that is the important thing, because that's one thing that we've not really had too good of a luck on, have we, really? We've not really given people the opportunities they deserve, and in some cases where somebody picks up a big victory one week, and I might completely forget about it in the next, and that's completely my fault, and then they're the ones getting punished for it, really. So it is something we definitely need to look at as time goes on, and I think the ranking system will help us out with that. So if somebody does win like a pay-per-view match like this, the way it's going to work, right, the ranking system is there's going to be points. Now, a singles match is worth a simple 5 points, for example. However, if it's the main event of a weekly show, that singles match is then worth 10 points. It's worth double. If it is a match on a pay-per-view, again, that point's worth double. If it's the main event at a pay-per-view, it's worth triple. But for example, if you win a triple threat match, you get 10 points anyway. So again, if it's a main event of a weekly show, you get double. If it's on a pay-per-view, you get double. And then if it's a main event pay-per-view, you get a triple. So it's the way, basically, the more difficult the match is to win, the more points you get. So for example, we saw Ty Dillinger a couple of days ago winning a big triple threat match at a pay-per-view. Triple threat match is worth 10. Pay-per-view match is worth double. So Dillinger would have got 20 points for that victory. Wow. That was really poor refereeing. Really poor refereeing there. Completely missed the fact that Edge had his hand on the ropes. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. The referee has got his face completely down. You know what? I'm not having that. I am not having that. I am not having that. Referee, you have made a massive, massive boo-boo right there. So we are going to restart this match right now. Michaels doesn't know about it yet. He's taunting. He thinks he's got this one won. Referee drops to the outside. We're going to have a word in his ear. And we're going to get this match restarted. Come on. Rematch. We want a rematch. We're not having any of this. So here we go. Match number 2. Edge had his hand on the ropes. Not good enough for me. Not good enough for me, referee. That was pretty poor. So yeah, ranking system's going to be pretty good. And what we can do with the ranking system as well is there's certain things that, for example, myself and BJ Tovey, if we wanted to, we can say, right, this match is going to specifically be worth more points. For example, we could do a Rumble, and that 30-man Rumble could be worth a specific amount of points, or we could do a Money in the Bank, and the Money in the Bank could be, for example, 100 points. Just off the bat, 100 points. That'd be 20 singles victories, which instantly would probably take you from nowhere to be a #1 contender, and that's just sort of thing that we could do, and I think it's going to be a really good thing, the ranking system, and like I said, it is going to be ready to go as of our first episode, or our next episode, sorry, of Mayhem. So yeah, be sure to keep an eye out for that. I'll let you know when it's available anyway, and there'll be a link to it in the description, but that is going to be for next time, in a couple of days' time, actually. Shawn Michaels now looking for that suplex. Edge breaks free. Edge now a chance to fight back. Edge. Michaels wasn't too happy with having to replay this match, but then again, it wasn't very fair, was it really? Edge now over the top with a cutter. Edge now, is he lining up for a spear already? Wow, this match could go from quick to quicker. Yeah, spear. No! Reversed into a DDT. Shawn Michaels reversing the spear into a DDT. Very interesting. Michaels just seems to have had Edge's number the whole way through this. He really does. Edge taking Michaels up. There's a knee to the head. Into that flat DDT. Michaels now dropping an elbow right into the chest of Edge, now bringing him back up to his feet. So yeah, that's what's going to happen. We've got the ranking system. That's going to be big. Possibly some new championships. There's going to be a lot of big changes. Like I say, you'll find out exactly what in the next couple of days. As Shawn Michaels lining up, tuning up the band, Sweet Chin music. Edge is down. Is this going to be the second time we're going to see Edge take the free count here this evening? No. Edge kicked out. Wow. Wow, wow, wee, wah. Edge kicking out. Shawn Michaels can't believe it. He thought he had this one won. Michaels with a rollover senton. Didn't quite get a lot of Edge, but Edge now catching Michaels into that facebuster. Taking him down. Taking him down to Pound Town. I don't know. Don't ask. Please don't ask. I don't know what he was talking about. Edge now bringing Michaels back up to his feet. And there's the Edgecution DDT. Edge not going for the pin though. He's doing some poses for the crowd. Why has he not gone for the pin? Come on, Edge. Pull your finger out. Edge now dropping elbows across the face of Shawn Michaels. Edge dragging Michaels away from the ropes and into the over-the-top cutter. And now Edge looking for the spear. So he's hit the Edgecution already. If he can hit a spear as well, he does hit the spear. There's the pin. 1, 2, and 3. No, 2. How was that not 3? He's crazy. I thought there was a 3 count. Edge now back up at the top. Big splash to Shawn Michaels. So Edge has kicked out of the Sweet Chin Music. Michaels is kicked out of an Edgecution and a spear. That's a second Edgecution. Michaels is busted open pretty heavily, but still manages to kick out. My word. Michaels, what are you doing to yourself? What sort of condition is Michaels going to be in going into the Evolution? As Edge now lines him up once again. Michaels turns around straight into another spear. And that has got to be game, set, match. There's no way. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Edge picks up the victory here over Shawn Michaels. And a massive win for Edge as well, actually. I'm pretty impressed by that. Pretty impressed. There's the... Was that the first Edgecution or was that the second? I think that was the first. Yeah, because then was a Sweet Chin Music, which wasn't enough to keep Edge down. Here was the pin. See, it was only enough for the 2 count. And Edge with that second spear of the match. Was that the second spear? Was that was the first spear, wasn't it? That was the first spear, that was. Here's the second spear, a bit more short. But able to plough straight through Shawn Michaels. And the referee got down in pretty decent time for the 3 count. It was a good old match, this one. Did not disappoint at all, did it really? Edge very happy, as you would expect. He just picked up a massive victory at a pay-per-view against Shawn Michaels. Like I said, in the future, that is going to be huge. However, here, it's not major, is it? Until the ranking system comes in, Edge, all he's going to take into his next show is going to be momentum. Talking of momentum, another big match coming up. And here we go. Here is that next match. It is going to be Shinsuke Nakamura, the former United States Champion, taking on Kenny Omega, the former Throwdown Champion. And of course, all Bullet Club is banned from ringside. And here we go. The time has come for Throwdown's big match of the night. I'm looking forward to this battle as well. So Throwdown, what we offered tonight? We've offered Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch for the Women's Championship. We're offering Omega versus Nakamura. Apart from that, there was a Mayhem tag match, of course, Hardys versus Alpha earlier on this evening. We've just seen Edge versus Michaels. And of course, the big main event as CM Punk defends his Mayhem Championship against the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. It's going to be a big match, that is, but I think this could definitely be the show stealer. This, for me, is going to be the Macho Man versus Steamboat match of tonight. If you want to sit back and watch your Hogan versus Andre later on, you're more than welcome, but this is your Steamboat versus Savage moment. I'm sure a lot of you will get that reference from WrestleMania 3. WrestleMania 3. I do like Nikki Nakamura. I'm just a little bit annoyed with how slow his ascent onto the main roster has been. Again, I spoke about it with Dillinger a couple of days ago. Are they trying to go at a slower pace and not rush these guys into it too much, or are they taking a big risk where these guys could start to go a bit cold if left too long? I'm hoping not. And I really want to see AJ Styles versus Nakamura at next year's WrestleMania. Come on, Vince, you've got no excuses not to do Styles versus Nakamura at the next Mania. No excuses. You missed out on doing Punk versus Bryan for several years, but AJ versus Nakamura has to be for the World Heavyweight Championship. It has to be. There's no other reason they should have anything else. Randy Orton, get him out of that championship picture. Could not care less about that lazy so-and-so who just thinks he's the bee's knees when he's really not that good, in my opinion. He's just lazy. He's the Brock Lesnar of SmackDown. He just does the same things over and over again and expects to keep getting over for it. And it just doesn't work like that. There's real top quality wrestlers in the world like this man here, Kenny Omega, like Shinsuke Nakamura in the ring, like, of course, Mr. AJ Styles. And those are the guys we want to be seeing at the main events, the main shows. I do not care less about Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg. I never did. And I don't care less about Randy Orton. You know what? I've not seen it yet because I'm recording this ahead of time as normal. Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal at Backlash. I hope to God Jinder Mahal wins. I don't think he's going to, but I hope to God he does. Because at least Jinder's given us something. He's developed his character. He's developed into something new. He's changing himself up. Whereas Randy Orton's just been the same thing for years and years and years. Does not change. And that's always the frustration with Cena. And that's always the frustration with Reigns as well. They're not changing. They're not developing. They're not evolving. They're just the same person. Constantly. So there you go. It is what it is. As this match is going to be something special, isn't it? Now, as you can see, we've gone back to the old Kenny Omega core. Basically, I said before, didn't I, a couple of days ago, I've had some issues just before this. Well, I was halfway through this pay-per-view, to be honest. When my files got corrupted and completely deleted, and I've had to redo everything, which is why some of the championships seem to have gone a bit haywire and stuff like that. And other bits and bobs as well. We had to obviously re-download all the cores as well, which is why quite a few of them have looked ever so slightly different. And I think that's a good thing, because we're going to have a nice fresh looking set of cores. And I must admit, I sort of didn't bother too much with the cores. But as I've been re-downloading them all, I've been surprised just how good the quality of some of these other ones are. Yeah, there's some real high quality ones now, and I think it's a good one. I think that having all these new guys is going to be, it's going to make the universe mode look a lot more special, a lot more realistic as well, because of how good some of these cores are going to be better than people on the game. Some of the people that are on the game are awful looking, aren't they? But some of these cores are fantastic. Nakamura and Omega both fighting now for who gets around the back, and it's Omega with a rake to the back of Nakamura. A match we didn't really get to see, did we really? It was sort of Omega sort of came into the main event picture just as Nakamura left. And Omega's taken the ball and gone running with it, hasn't he, really? Omega now dragon suplex on Nakamura. Bridges for the pin. 1, 2. Wow, nearly. It's a 2 count. Nakamura now taking him up. One-winged angel. It's a one-winged angel, isn't it? Yeah. It's not, is it? That wasn't it. But that was enough to win the bloody match. Wow. That wasn't a one-winged angel, was it? The one-winged angel, he takes him up onto his shoulders, doesn't he? Like an electric chair. Okay. Okay, I'm going to have to look at this then, because I'm pretty sure that's not his finishing maneuver. I preferred this version of the core, but I think we need to change his moveset, don't we? Because that is not the one-wing angel. but it was enough to defeat Nakamura. What a win that is for Kenny Omega. And like I said, it's a big win that's going to mean massive amounts after the shake-up, after the evolution. But at this point in time, it's all about motivation, all about momentum. But that's a big win for Kenny Omega. So we have got one more match left before we hit the evolution. Let's get straight in to the main event of the evening. And here we go, the main event of night number 5. We have got Brock Lesnar challenging CM Punk for the Mayhem Championship. And look who's popped up, look who's turned up again. It's good old Paul Heyman. And here we go, we're on. We are on. Oh, I've run out of drink. Drink! Oh god, my really do ache. Honolulu. The following match is scheduled for one fall and is for the Mayhem Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from... Oh, I know this. Oh, where is he from? It's not Boston, is it? Oh, Minneapolis, Minnesota, isn't it? Minneapolis, Minnesota? Lesnar. He is from South Dakota. Okay, well, he was born in South Dakota. But where is he billed from? He's billed from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Prizes for this one. Who trained Brock Lesnar? Now, one of these names absolutely stuns me, but there you go. Brad Reagans. I'm not quite sure who he is, to be honest with you. Nightmare Daddy Davis. Not quite sure who he is. Kurt Hennig, of course, Mr. Perfect. Dean Malenko. And Doug Basham. One half of the Basham brothers, wasn't it? Why would he... I was going to say, how would he get involved in training Brock Lesnar? But he debuted in 1993. Okay. He debuted in 93 and was an OVW from 1990 through to 2003, which is probably where he obviously trained Brock Lesnar. Wow. That's really interesting, actually. Basham, real life... okay, so Doug Basham's real life uncle is Danny Davis. You learn random stuff just by doing random stuff. Oh, they had Shaniqua as a manager. Remember Shaniqua? She was terrifying. Absolutely terrifying she was. I don't know what she's doing now. She now resides in Cincinnati and is a substitute teacher. Okay. That's a bit of a difference in lifestyle, but there you go. I bet she does well, because everyone always bullies substitute teachers, don't you? But when she turns around and says, yeah, I used to be... Well, saying that, she's probably frightened the life out of him, because she was a big girl, wasn't she? She must have been over 6 foot, surely. And quite muscular as well. She's probably not as muscular now, because there's a lot of work involved with becoming that muscular, isn't there, really? So there we go, that is what it's for, the Mayhem Championship. Of course, CM Punk, the current champion, defending the... Well, I don't know what happened there, I just sort of breathed in a bit too much. Defending against Brock Lesnar. Of course, Brock Lesnar won the right to this match when he defeated The Undertaker at our previous pay-per-view, Shabby Mania. And now you see Lesnar just staring down CM Punk. Punk taking it all in though, just staring straight back into the soul of Brock Lesnar as well. These two guys have had some amazing battles over the years. And I feel like this could be another one. And what effect is Brock Lesnar going to have at ringside? Brock Lesnar at ringside. Paul Heyman at ringside. We know what he's like. We know what he's like. Of course, CM Punk in his second championship reign. He won the belt on night number 1 of the Universe mode. Lost it to Samoa Joe at SWE Beginnings. won it back at Shabby Mania in a Fatal 4 match against Joe, Cesaro, and another guy who shall remain nameless. Mainly because I've forgotten his name. What was his name? Who was it? Who was in that match? I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. I'm sure it was good though. Samoa Joe, wasn't it? Of course it was Joe. He was the bloody champion. What am I on about? I know. No. Yeah, Joe, Punk, Cesaro, and Styles. That was it. Joe, Punk, Cesaro, Styles. Yeah, I'm not going mad. Well, I am going mad, just not as much as I thought, or as quickly as I thought. But Brock Lesnar here taking firm control of this match early on, launching CM Punk around like he's a slab of meat at the moment, really. Lesnar really taking CM Punk to Suplex City early, and a big clothesline as well. And Punk's got to use his maneuverability. That's got to be his advantage in this match. He can't fight Lesnar for strength because he's never going to win that battle. Punk now bringing Lesnar back up to his feet. Big right hand, and now into a Saito suplex. Punk slamming the arm of Lesnar into the mat. And again now just kick into the face. Bringing Lesnar back up to his feet, but Lesnar with the arm drag takedown. Now bringing Punk back up to his feet, but Punk fighting back with the jawbreaker. And now Punk taking Lesnar, looking to take him up. But Lesnar manages to break free into another big clothesline. Big right hand to the face of Punk by Lesnar into a Saito suplex. And would it be great if these two guys were aligned, you know? Under the wing of Paul Heyman, a New Age power trip. That'd be incredible. That really would be incredible. CM Punk now into a neck breaker on Brock Lesnar. Paul Heyman doesn't seem to be too worried. He knows that Brock Lesnar's dominated the majority of this match as Punk up to the middle rope. Lesnar starting to stir though on the ground. Slowly back up to his feet. And Punk catches him with a jumping Hurricanrana. You see Heyman winced a little bit there. Now Punk locking in the head scissors. Lesnar fighting free, popping out the back. Snap suplex on Punk. Lesnar kicks straight in the face of Punk now and brings him back up to his feet, but no, Punk with a dragon screw. Now bringing Lesnar back up to his feet once again. There's a big right hand and into a sit-out bomb there. It was like a less spinny version of the Blue Thunder Bomb. Now Punk locking in what looks to be a triangle choke on Lesnar, but of course Lesnar's strength just lifts Punk up and drops him in a powerbomb. Lesnar reverse suplex. And again, like I've said a few times before, whoever walks out of this the champion, it can be quite important for the results of our evolution. Punk taking Lesnar, into a pile driver. Lesnar's spine compressed, and here we see Paul Heyman up on the apron, getting right in the face of CM Punk, and that gives Lesnar a chance to get behind Punk into a German suplex. And wow, if CM Punk loses this one, I think he'll be blaming Heyman for it partially. Lesnar sitting Punk up now, driving elbows into the chest of Punk. Lesnar again bringing Punk back up, but Punk with the uppercut on Lesnar. Now Punk taking Lesnar up on his shoulders. Is he good? Yes, he's got it. Punk hits Lesnar with the GTS. There's the pin. 1, 2. Oh, it's only a 2 count. It is only a 2 count. Wow. Wow. Big boots to the back by Punk on Lesnar as well, and Lesnar's in trouble here. Punk with a quesadilla over the top. Stamping on the upper thigh there of Lesnar. Now Punk fisherman suplex. Now Punk up on the middle rope. Maybe a little bit premature. Went for that boot to the gut, but Lesnar managed to roll out the way. Catching Punk with a German suplex. Punk now rolling Lesnar through. Punk taking Lesnar up. Oh, Lesnar managed to fight his way out the back into another German suplex. I don't know if anyone else is counting the German suplexes, but there have been quite a few so far in this match. And Lesnar hasn't even gone for the trifecta as yet. Oh, wow, Lesnar using his strength, taking Punk up into a powerbomb. And I feel like Punk's minutes here are limited in this match. Lesnar takes him up onto his shoulders. Punk looked like he was dead in his legs to start with, but there's the F5. And there is the pin. 1, 2... And we have a brand new Mayhem champion, ladies and gentlemen. Brock Lesnar, the Beast incarnate. 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, was moaning about a lack of opportunity here on Mayhem. He forced the opportunity. He got himself into a feud with The Undertaker. He got that match against The Undertaker, a #1 contendership. He won that match, and now here he is, taking the belt away from CM Punk. Brock Lesnar is the new Mayhem champion. Well, guys, that's going to be very interesting. Like I've said, the evolution is coming. And it will be coming in our very next episode, so be sure to keep an eye out for that. Of course, if you have enjoyed this, then please do hit the like button. Not just for tonight, but for the entire week's pay-per-view in general. I think it's been pretty good, actually. I'm quite happy with how it's gone. Not many dodgy finishes, so it's been pretty good. Of course, if you want to see some more as well, hit that subscribe button. There's links to the playlists and everything in the description below. But, like I said, the evolution is coming. And that is going to be a there's going to be a lot of big changes coming, so be sure to keep an eye out for that. I've been Shabby Gamer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all very, very soon for some more SWE Universal. The 1, 2, 3.